Alright, welcome back guys. Today we've got another paid rune removal, this time for fat stacks. If you're interested in this, please message me on Discord. It's $75 for 10 to 15 units. And then we make a video, we talk about it, and we test out the builds. So that's what we're doing here for fat stacks. Before we begin, let's go ahead and take a look at his glory towers, which is always the first thing you do. It gives you the ability to be competitive with everybody else, and that's all that matters. Alright, so we're missing about 12% on defense. Missing some damage in all the elements, but not light. Oh no, light hasn't been started. I thought light was complete. No, light has not been started. Missing a lot of attack, 14% attack, and 12% HP, and then some speed. So his first priority will be to farm glory, refill glory, and try to catch up in those areas, because no matter how good these builds are, as soon as you face someone with max towers, you're down like 50% stats. Something crazy like that, which is really, really hard to overcome regardless of your rune quality, right? These are built-in runes that all the top tier players have maxed out, and that gives them a massive advantage whenever they fight anyone that doesn't have maxed towers. So, thing number one. All right, let's go ahead and start making the builds. He's got a lot of cool monsters, so we're going to try to incorporate them. I see 3 amazing LD Nat 5s, which is pretty neat, but we're going to go ahead and build up the best monsters we can for his account and go from there. So we've got a Hathor currently at 129. Our goal is to speed up this Hathor and make the Hathor a premier first pick type unit. So that's the way I've runed her up. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got Will on these. We're sorting by speed everywhere. This is an insane rune that needs to be grinded. Probably a pretty new pull, but that'll immediately make the Hathor in the 260 range, just grinding that one rune, which is crazy. We're stealing from Bastet, and then everything else is violent. Let's see here. We're sorting by speed, so that's easy. This one's from Fermion. Again, needs grinds. This one we'll look at in a second. This one's on Seirra. Grind it out nicely. And then we've got a nice rune here. That's on Diana, which Diana doesn't really need that. So it's an easy steal. This one is already on Hathor. Okay, cool. So her accuracy is down to 50%, but her speed's up to 256, and with the grind on that other slot 3, she'll be at 260, which is really quite respectable. And all we care about is accuracy skill 3 from these, and we'll go ahead and do that because that'll massively impact how well she'll be able to do. Wow, looks like our most... What are we doing here? Why is it... Is that the most accuracy skill 3? Okay, so looking at these things that are max, these grinds, these are these artifacts. These are not really very good artifacts. There's not a lot of rolls here. Like this one is a minimum. It's like a white artifact, if that's a thing. This one here too, not very good. You want to get as many rolls as you can. That one's not as bad, but so one thing he needs to do, like these, he should not be maxing these artifacts. These don't do anything. Like this is a better artifact than a lot of the ones he has maxed, which is kind of strange. We'll just roll this once and see if we can get accuracy. I don't think it works with Hathor. Yeah, we missed it. All right. So I think we want to do equipable on this monster. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So nothing here is really usable. I mean, that one's technically a little bit better because it's one more accuracy. But yeah, all he needs... Here we go. Like, this could be the best artifact for Hathor ever. If it rolls triple in accuracy, you're great. So yeah. Blue artifacts can be better than legend artifacts. No question. It's just all about the rolls. There's way more... That's actually not horrible. Let's roll one more time. There's way more variety in how low and how high everything can roll that a blue can outperform a legendary. Now, if a legendary rolls max, obviously a legendary is the best. But yeah, you should roll a lot more. So that's thing number one. We're not going to sit here and do all the artifacts for everything, but that's just general advice that I think will come in handy. All right, the next thing we're going to rune is Wdjat, which is one of my most wanted monsters, because Wdjat's just so cool and does a lot of neat stuff. The only knock on Wdjat is if you're going to run... Let's see, we can just sort. Is that the one? Yeah. The only knock on Wdjat is you have to run good damage dealers with him because he doesn't provide much of that at all. He just provides utility, but it's good utility. It's speed lead, it's a speed boost, and then it's survivability, which is really, really nice. So we're going to give Wdjat the fastest set we can to give us a little bit of an element of surprise and just some turn 1 options. Oh, look at this. So this is, I think, his fastest slot 5. Yeah, so there's a ton of potential to upgrade his Swift sets just by grinding giants, because a 20 speed sub is a really easy thing to upgrade because it's pretty low in terms of things you can farm. So that's something I would suggest him working on as well, is farming up a little bit more Swift. Everything else is okay. Even the 24s are pretty easy to farm. That's just one triple roll. So that's something I think he could work on. All right, 291, that's what we want for Wdjat. All right, Seirra, and again, the order we're runing these are in the order that I think they'll be picked or used. The Wdjat might be runed a little bit on the early side, but he doesn't share a lot of runes with anyone else, so I feel like it's okay to do that. Oh, here's an upgrade here. You can just upgrade that speed. And then, let's see, we got a 23% attack. It says it's on Odin. We'll take that. Violent. Okay. So, if I had to guess based on where these runes are coming from, I think he probably was playing, kind of trying to take a turn 1 and use the Odin, use the Bastet, use the Wdjat. But the reason why we're not going to do that with this build is the runes are too slow to consistently take turn 1. And so if you can't take turn 1 with a turn 1 comp, pretty much every time you're setting yourself up to fail, because you're every time you don't take turn 1, it's a loss pretty much. And so you can't have that happen too often and expect to succeed. Why am I not finding this rune? It should be 19% attack. What am I doing wrong? All right, let's do it like this. Speed. It says it's on Tessarion. Let's sort by HP percentage. Should be a 22. Oh, is this it? Yeah, he just grinded it. Okay, perfect. That makes sense. Oh, here's another really nice rune that just needs a grind. It's a 20 speeder. Is it this one? It's already on Seirra. Wow. Grind that thing and it's happy times. Okay, let me just apply because I'm getting off track here. I'm distracting myself. All right, so this one's on Zinc Z, so we'll take that. This one is right. That one is right. That one's right. 28, yep, and then that. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's double check the stats. 65, 55, 15. So all we did with Seirra is we boosted her up a little bit on effective HP. We boosted her up a ton on efficiency. She's now 101% efficient, so up 8% efficiency. And then we added crit, because you want crit. And to be able to get 65 crit, not on a crit rate slot 4, is pretty nice with this amount of attack and effective HP. So this is going to be a really nice Seirra for him. And there's room to grow, too. Like the speed that we mentioned, this slot 4 could also get some speed, right? So he's at 223, but it could easily be over 230. Which is a really, really nice spot for a Seirra to be at. This is a build that doesn't have a lot of fat on it. Again, for artifacts, you want skill 2 accuracy for that bomb. If you have the accuracy, then you want to do additional damage, because Seirra gets crazy on additional damage. All right, we got a Fermion, which is really neat. So we're going to go with Will. We're going to go with Speed. It is on Tessarion, it says. I don't see that, though. Is it this one? Okay, so he's moved some runes around since I did my initial pull. Something to keep in mind. Oh, man. Another beautiful rune that just needs grinds. Beautiful rune. So, room to grow. Room to grow. All right, we're going to sort by HP here. Should be 18%. There it is. Stealing from Diana again. Which is fine. Diana is a counterpick, right? Like, you pick Diana into certain situations. It's not an every match kind of a monster. Another nice thing that can be grinded there. So you don't want to give Diana your best runes, because Diana can do Diana things without the best runes on an account. Let's see, is this it? This is it. And then over here, we'll sort by accuracy, which is kind of interesting. 21, yep. And again, could get grinded, right? All right, let's apply. 70, 130, 33, 24. And what this Fermion is gaining speed is the main thing, gaining 27 speed. It was under 200. We're going to try to put everything over 220, just to give the overall account a fighting chance to participate in the speed game. Like, Fermion's good, but if Fermion slowly is falling behind every round, it's losing its effectiveness, just with all monsters. Like, if you play 4 more rounds and you start losing half a turn per monster, your odds of winning are really quite low. So I think you want to give yourself as much of a chance as possible to win, right? All right, so we're stealing from Molly a little bit. Molly's obviously a great monster we're going to use, but Molly can do a lot of things without... Oh, okay, we're stealing from Molly again. Without the perfect set, right? You don't need a ton on Molly, whereas Vigor needs way, way more, right? All right, let's sort by crit rate, and we're switching to Violent. 16 is what we're looking for. Says it's on Aegir, and so it is. Another grindable rune here. Really, now with auto raids, this account should just auto raid a ton and get those violent grinds. It's hard to do, but gotta do it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a 22 HP sub, which has probably since been grinded. That's my guess. Is this it? This is it. Okay, got it. Yep. Oh, it's already on Vigor, so I need to redo. All right, and then we got one we're stealing from Aegir. Yep, that's the one. And then over here, that should be the one. Yep, that's it. All right, cool. Let's double check the build. Yeah. All right, missing accuracy. Picked up a little bit of damage and picked up a little bit of crit damage. We went fully crit damage. It was not on crit damage before, so we're making that switch. I like where the effective HP is at for crit damage Vigor. I'd like to see accuracy on skill 3 for an artifact. So that's where I'd go from there. All right, let's go to Fran. Fran's not currently here. Okay, what are we going to get rid of here? We'll get rid of some of these monsters. See, you can see with the Julie selected, he was trying to do a very specific style. And really, I think probably the biggest issue I'm seeing with this account in terms of his selections is just too many monsters, right? Like, too many options. I think focusing... I mean, he's got an amazing monster box, right? Like, he's got so much he could do. So I think you just need to focus and decide on what you really want and go from there, right? Like, we're putting a lot of these on the bench that are fantastic monsters in a lot of great comps, but we're just going to pick one comp and focus all our runes into that comp. So that's what we're doing. And sometimes it's hardest almost for people with more monsters than not, because you see all these monsters that are fantastic, and you're like, I'll play this, I'll play this, I'll play this, but there's only so much you can do. Look at this rune, 113% efficient. What an incredible rune. Incredible. And not ancient. Like, that's hard to do and not have it be an ancient rune. HP percentage. Yep, could grind that one. So yeah, he just needs R5, lots of R5, which can be annoying, but you gotta do it, so might as well do it. All right, we're back to violent runes. Attack percentage. HP should be 18. Says we're stealing from Molly. Yep, she's cutting right in front of Molly. Okay, then we got a speed. 19 speed. That's the one. Let's get a grind on it at some point. And then over here, let's sort by... We can do speed, 16 speed. 13, 19, 38. Yep, that's the one. And then over here is 16 speed. Nope, not that one. Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, 226, which is nice. And then Fran just needs artifacts, probably recovery or additional damage because of her triple hitting skill 1. All right, poor Molly, we're finally to you. We're finally going to give you runes. Let's go ahead and do it. So she is not on Will because I'm of the opinion that you don't need Molly to be on Will. She does so much and is usually not the kill target that, you know, Will is better, right? But in a pinch, you can get away with not being on Will. There's a few monsters you can get away with it, and you might lose, you know, one match of 10 that you wouldn't have lost if she was on Will, but in theory, you win more just based on her having better stats. So that's what we're going for. I'm trying to give her a little bit of accuracy so that her skill 1 can be useful. That's the theory anyway. Let's sort by speed. We're starting to run low on violent runes, which makes sense at this point. You can see we're getting down into the 14 speeds. Where is this rune? Is it here? Yeah. Which aren't terrible, but you know, we're starting to run low, which happens. We're what? 1, 2, 3, 7 monsters in, so tricky, but what are you gonna do? This is where having a million monsters runed up makes it hard because you're spread even thinner. Like, we're already kind of spread thin. Something's wrong in this build. 29, 50, 60. No, it's right. It's just faster than I ruined it. So he must have grinded something because we're up to 234 speed, and I had it at 230 when I built it. So that's good. We will take that. And who does Molly like? Molly likes this guy. Always, always, always. So if you have a Molly, I would highly recommend building a Zinc Z because it's really, really good together. Defense. That's the one. And we have him on Revenge, even though he'll Revenge if someone else is attacked. This means attacking him is also a dicey prospect, which I think is fun. Let's start by crit rate here. Another nice rune that just needs a little love. I don't know about the attack there. I'd probably put a HP on there, just in general, because it doesn't have other aggressive stats on it. It doesn't have crit. I mean, it has crit rate, but doesn't have crit damage, and the speed's kind of low, so that'd probably just be my choice. But attack's not intrinsically bad. All right, 16 speed. 14. There. No, that's not it. Where's this thing? Violent. Let's do crit damage. Oh man, did he sell it? 17. Yeah, I think he sold the rune I used, which was a 16 speed, 15 res. This one's not terrible though, so we'll go ahead and use that as a filler. That's wild. Okay, and then we've got 23 HP. So it's already on Zinc Z, excellent. And then we've got a 19 speed, slot 6. That looks right to me. And that's a really nice grind. Look at that, a 12% defense grind. Just needs to be, or a gem, just needs to be grinded. All right. Looks pretty good to me. 230 speed, excellent. Let's move on to Mr. Verd. And looks like we don't have Verd in the favorites, so let's go ahead and make that a thing. Revenge Verds. Everybody needs them. They are a friend to all. And they mess with a lot of things that people are trying to do to you right now. This one is going to be Revenge Will, which normally I like triple Revenge more. I think this is it. No, that's not it. That's it. Yeah. Normally I like triple Revenge more, but when I tried to make a triple Revenge, it didn't turn out good enough, and so we put a different set on it. And Revenge Will is not bad. Revenge Nem isn't bad. So you got some options. That's the one. Not maxed, but that's okay. Speed. It says it's in inventory. Yep. Okay. And then the last one is over here. It says it's on Vigor. Speed is 21. Excellent. All right, and then these are the will runes. We're sorting by, I guess, HP flat. Yep. And then over here, HP percentage. This is a beefy rune. Yeah, look at that thing. Beefy. 100% efficient. All right, so there's our Revenge Verd. His effective HP will be much higher once we max the slot 2. And the crit rate's on the low side, which is a bummer, but that's the best we could do. All right, Diana. Starting to build our counterpicks now. We've got the core in place, so it's counterpick time. So we've got Diana here, sorting by HP percentage. Should be 20 grinded. There it is. Yep. And then down here, we were sorting by attack percentage. 11, 11, 11. That's so funny. All right, and then the rest is violent, of course. And let's go by HP. So there's a lot of room for this this Diana to grow as well, just looking at the grind situation. 11, 6, 22. That's one. HP is a beefy rune coming up. Helena, it says. Yep, look at that thing. Beefy. And then crit damage. It says it's plus 9, so this must be it. No, it says it has 5 res in it. I don't see it here. There it is. Okay. And then this one is 16 crit rate. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. So the crit damage is low because this rune isn't maxed. He's probably going to want to re-up this rune anyway, just because it's got 1 roll into flat HP. Maybe it'll be alright, but it's such a good rune that it could be so much better, right, with reaps. But that's the placeholder for now for this Diana. He'll just probably want to switch that out for something else once he just settles on what that rune's actually going to be. Okay, Bulwark. Another nice counterpick. And we've just got Bulwark on pure like stats, right? HP percentage, 26.5. Okay. And then speed, 16 is what we're looking for. Here, maybe? No. There it is. Okay. And then everything else, we've got an energy set. So let's go ahead and do that. Sorted by HP percentage. Already on Bulwark. Should have known that. Oh, good. Both of them are already on Bulwark. Good job. All right, so now we've got a Blade rune. Sorting by defense percentage. 1923, that's the one. And then we've got a Rage rune here. Rage. All right, sorting by defense percentage. Another great rune that just needs grinds. Wow. All right. So the Bulwark goes up about 6% efficiency, picks up 18 speed, picks up 6 accuracy. So that's what's going on there. All right, Ganymede. Let's build a Ganymede. Oh, I don't see him here, so let's add him to the team. There he is. Why do we have Ganymede? Because we have Hathor, and Ganymede's just good. So if you when in doubt and the opponent looks correct for this, you just go Gany Hathor and good times. All right, so this one obviously needs to be maxed. Defense percentage says it's on N.Egg, and it is. And then everything else is violent. Gany is so easy to build on violent, it's nuts because his base speed is crazy. Nice rune. 15 is what we're looking for now. Should be here. 12, 15, yep. Okay, and then we've got a 21 speed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, ungrinded. Oh, it's such a good rune. Those are the runes that like whales pay like hundreds of dollars for. Just for that amount of speed. I mean, of course they want more, but runes like that are amazing. All right. 240 speed. 20, 56, 25, 39. All right. And our final counterpick is going to be a Rika. Get rid of Miho. You could build a Miho, but we're going to get rid of her for now. Rika, there you are. All right. So the Rika is obviously to punish people that don't bring double immunity and give you options. You always want them on will because they're always going second, and they're going to be attacked heavily by your opponent because they're freaking out that you've got a Rika. That's one. And then let's sort by speed. Should be 14 speed. There it is. Yep, nice accuracy. All right, and then everything else is despair, just to be even more evil with the Rika. 20 speed. Oh yeah, nice rune. So she has lots of room to grow. Let's sort. Let's do the slot 4 first because it's a 20. There it is. No, that's wrong. We'll fix it here in a second. 21 speed. Nope. Look at that rune. Oh my gosh. That's such a good rune. Such a good rune. All right, let's go back here. So it's 20 speed. That is the one. Okay, and then this one we're going to sort by res. 20 res. Yep. Okay. So there's the Rika, 231 with 57 accuracy and 55 res, which isn't terrible. The accuracy will come in real handy. Okay, so we ruined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Okay, so that looks right to me. I think we're ready to fight. You know, some things aren't max, some things aren't grinded, some things aren't artifact, but let's get into it. Oh, he's played quite a bit. 377 matches, little under 50% win rate. Some of the things we had to leave out were we left out the dark or the light demon. It's a different sort of a monster, and I don't think it fits in this sort of a build. So he had to be benched, which is a bummer, but we got 2 of the LDs in there. Fran is our only current immunity, which might end up being a bit of an issue. So I'll have to keep that in mind. But we got Molly. So our first pick is going to be Seirra, always. Hathor is not a bad choice either. Let's get the Hathor in there early. That's going to force him into immunities. Okay, that's a great pick for us. Picking... Okay, we'll take that also. We'll take that also. So he's doubled up on water, so there's no reason not to bring this combo in. And we're just going to need to add a healer. It's probably going to be Fran here. Oh, Vigor's not a bad choice. Oh, interesting. All right. What do we think? I think we bring Vigor and ban this. Though Vigor leaves us weak to the Tyrannus, which is a bit of an issue. So maybe Fran's a better choice. Yeah, let's go Fran. We'll go Fran, and we'll ban his Stripper. He has no immunity. So banning that also helps the Hathor. So our kill target is Josie, and we've got a Zing for that. We'll see how we do against the defense break from the Vanessa. That's going to be our main issue. Getting defense broken and then slammed into by the Druid. Probably going to be a bit of a longer fight. And our only sustain is Molly, so that's a bit of an issue. Alright. What's our best thing? Let's go with this to start. Oh, missed it. I guess that makes sense, though, based on our accuracy. He should taunt the Seirra if he can. Hathor's not a bad choice, either. Oh, he's on auto. Yeah, and he's got, looks like a Guardian Wing. See the Guardian Wing on the Tyrannus? It's sparkling. So the odds of a win here are very, 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 very low. I don't think we want to use, well, let's go ahead and use it. I was going to say we don't want to use our defense break, but we're going to cycle enough that it's okay. Ideally, we don't want to stun here, so we're going to put this into something with will on it. Yeah, so he's just an auto farm former Guardian. Which is frustrating that they exist at this level, but they do. That's not my problem to fix. That's Comtos's problem. Hopefully they will do that. So the main issue we're going to face here is we'll go ahead and cleanse so we can get Hathor going. The main issue we're going to face is the towers, the tower situation. Like anyone that has Guardian Wings has max towers. So every turn, every round, we're falling further behind in overall stats. Which is a bummer, but we're going to do our best. I mean, we're already okay. We have way more control. That was unfortunate. But we got pretty good control there. Put it here. And now we're going to... Do we switch? Yeah, we don't want to get revenged. Nice defense break. Got to build your Zing with some accuracy. Those defense breaks are brutal. If you can get them out. We're just going to keep going. He turn cycles like crazy once he gets going. Nice damage there. I think he's playing. I think he just played. Do you guys see that? I don't think that was an auto move. He's like, oh, I better play. Cool. We forced him to participate. We'll take it. Let's see if he does it again. He played again. Look at this guy making choices. What a madman. We're in a good spot against this Josie. We just have to hopefully survive. Let's see if we can't stun. Nope. I think it was worth it. Just get bombed to everybody. Our speeds are looking good, which is nice. Should have probably attacked broke the Tyrannus. Oh well. Defense break the Molly. No. Goes for the Seirra. Alright, so what's our play here? I don't think it's worth exploding these bombs. We want to cycle these turns. This point, we might actually explode. Ah, he blew up on his own. Doesn't matter. Oh, and he got the stun, too. That's always a bummer that the explosion gives him a stun. How's our Molly effective HP? Because she's hanging pretty tough. The Tyrannus might make it hard on her. Okay. So here we're going to have to try to stun the Tyrannus. Oh, we missed. That's too bad. Because the damage that's about to come in is going to be sadness. He should put it on the blue guy. Molly's effective HP is at 200k, which is really, really nice. He put the revive on the Vanessa, so we're going to try to strip. Got it. So nice. Unfortunately, the stun worked again. This Josie's proccing quite a bit as well. So we're in some pretty big trouble from the Tyrannus if we don't get a proc on the Molly, which we did not. Alright, so we're going to have to cycle. And we're going to have to try to get a kill here on this Vanessa. That's pretty good. Hathor proc? Oh, that would have been so nice. That would have been so nice. So we're going to lose the Molly, most likely, here. Yep. That's just the runes working for him. The defense building, the attack building. We're in a pretty good spot. But losing that Molly there was sad, because now all our healing's gone. Does he have defense break? You can see the Guardian skin on the Vanessa, though I think you can buy that these days. Alright, so we're going to try to get a 2-for-1 here. We're going to get revenge, though. That's bad. Is it worth it? I think we have to. See if we can't get through that shield. We did! Alright. Now we need Hathor to get to work so Seirra can get a couple more turns in. We really don't want to stun here. Good. Oh, cool. We're moving along. Can't defense brace this guy to save our life, though. Alright. I think that Josie can be full slept. Nope. I saw that. Oh, he's leaving the Seirra alone. That's interesting. I think that might be a mistake. He's already got his passive up. He should kill the Seirra. I'm surprised he didn't before. Wow, he's really concerned. I think that's just a mistake. Okay. I mean, the Seirras, I don't understand. Gosh, we're going to get revenged if we do it. What are our options? Alright, we're not going to attack. We're going to try to proc into a bomb. Nope. Let's see here. Yeah, because all of our HP is such an issue. But look how well the Molly sustained. Like, as soon as Molly's gone, everything falls apart, you know? I think this match was actually a nice example of how, like, why didn't he kill Seirra? Sierra's going to do some work here. This match is a really nice example of how this team will function when it's has the towers. Like, we're kind of close. Like, he's attacking Strange, but we're kind of close. Because Sierra's going to get a turn. So we'll sleep here. We might win, to be honest. It's possible. We're lucky we missed that. Oh my gosh, we're going to win. We're really lucky we missed that stun. I probably shouldn't have tried it. Look at that. We beat the Guardian. Get out of here. I mean, we should not have won that. So we'll take it. He auto-picked, he auto-played for a while, but then it pulled it out, which I cannot believe, honestly. Some of the auto-targeting was off for him to start, but we'll take it. We'll take that win. Chickening Z. I wonder if Hathor is a better first pick for this account since we're light on immunity. Might be. Interesting. Alrighty. What do we think here? I kind of want to play some of these cool units like Fermion and stuff. But I don't know if it's worth it. Let's go ahead and do Molly. I think Molly needs to be a high pick. And then we might be able to Ganny Hathor. It just depends on where he goes from here. Alright. What do we think? Ethna's a bit troubling. I kind of want to go Wdjat Fermion just to try it. I just don't know if that's good enough. Probably need a little more control. Let's go Fran. Yeah, let's do it like that. That gives us a second healer. He should pick fire. Antari's would be okay. I don't know. He's got some options. Currently, I think we might be banning the Veligil. Though banning the Verd isn't terrible either. I mean, it's just how confident are we can control that Veligil. Tyrannus, okay. I think banning the Veligil makes even more sense here. He should probably ban the Hathor. Because he's only got one immunity. Let's see what he thinks. He might be trying to take turn 1 and ban the Seirra. But I think the Hathor's a better ban. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure I agree with that. But that's okay. We'll take HP. And in theory, we should be able to control this and just nuke down with Zinc Z. Excellent. Let's see if that pushes him past us. Oh, it pushes the Verd past, which is a bummer. Means we have to endure for a little bit. Skill 2. Oh, he goes skill 3. I wonder if he'll get the stun. Nope. Sad face for him. Stole my immunity, though. Interesting choice. He's just doing it for damage, I guess. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put them all to sleep. Let's take Verd's bar. Okay, missed on 2. We're going to go ahead and cycle into the druid. Let's see if we can't remove something here. We got something. Not what we wanted. Sweet, sweet immunity for that skill 2 on Ethna. We can still get a stun, so let's see if we can't get it. Nope. That is fine. Now we just got to survive this. Hey, we did. Look at us. Additional turn. All right. So let's go ahead and put him to sleep. And then we're going to work on Ethna. Can't get that strip. Yep, just skill 1. Attack break. And let's go to work. That was a ton of damage with defense buff. Wow. But I guess it's the same as not having a defense buff or a... No, the defense break wasn't there when you did it. So this is super squishy Ethna. We're going to be able to get a kill here pretty quick. Don't stun. Nice. Not quite. Here comes skill 2. Oh, he has skill 3 still. Stealing my stuff. Let's go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen. This is where additional damage artifacts just go nuts on Fran. Oh, he missed a crit on wind. Wow, how low crit is that Verd? That's nuts. Good thing we put the shield on Fran. That was a good call in retrospect. Oh, it's going to get a skill 2 off, but it'll get revenge probably. Yep. Oh, Fran, we need you. Hang in there. Okay. Yes, good job, Fran. I feel bad for Hathor, but at least Fran gets to live. Yep. The Tyrannus is going to be pain. Oh, additional turn, very nice. Goes for the Fran again. These revenges are working great. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. What do we think? I guess we go back on the Ethna. Additional turn, thank you. He is so good when he cycles like that. It's crazy. Still on the Fran. Does he have skill 3? I feel like he does. Yep. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage. Yup. Oh, sad. We're going to play it out. But I think we pretty much had what we wanted there. It just worked out for him. He turned cycle with the Verd. We missed one of the sleeps on Hathor. But had Veligil been here, it would have been the same problem. We'll just auto it onto the Vigor. I think he's autoing too. Oh, no, he's not. But yeah, had the Veligil been here, it would have been a different problem. But letting that Verd go as much as he did was a bit of an issue. He might still be alright. I'll have to see who gets revived. But there's not a lot of choices for me to make, so that's why auto's just fine. Because it's going to make the same choices I'm going to make. He just gets so many turns. But maybe Molly, a Molly proc here and there can make a big difference. Nice, Molly. He's gonna be able to out-cycle me and out-revive me, and I'll fall further and further behind. Which is the issue. I wonder if that Verd's on additional damage artifacts. I feel like it should be, though, with 2 hits. Yeah, alright. Good game, sir. One and one. I want to get this Fermion into one of the games. I don't have a ton of Fermion experience, but I want to experience it. The David. Alright. Vigor. Alright, Hathor's a bit of an issue, but I think Fran's a no-brainer here. What else do we like? Maybe Fermion over Hathor here. Ganny's probably a good pick against him too, isn't it? Yeah, let's go Ganny. Because Ganny Oki is a thing. Oki Hathor not really a thing. Not as much. But Ganny Oki definitely is, so in theory. Oh, he took Wdjat! That's my guy! What? This guy? Alright, so he's not showing any ability to deal with this. And then, what else? We've got one healer. We could bring Molly. Kind of want to bring this. I don't know how it'll fare, though. We don't have defense buff. We only have one healer, which is a bit of an issue. He's getting that Vigor so early, which is sad. Let's bring Molly, I guess. If he picks immunity, we should ban it. We've got nice ways to deal with non-immunity, so I think we're okay. Odin. Okay, that makes sense with the double buffs. What do I think about that Odin pick, though? He's going to get it off turn 1, which is sad, unless we ban one of the bits. We could try banning that and give him no healing and see if we can fight through that Odin. It's going to be tough, and having speed lead Oki is also sad. But I think that's the way we're going to do it. Yep, bans the Rika. This could be kind of gross, because the Molly's not super useful here, because the Odin can just nuke right through it. Could have banned the Odin. Maybe should have. I don't know. We'll see. We've got some good options against the Odin. Gotta go Ganny here. That's the only option. Yep. Gets it. Alright, cool. So we'll get a Seirra. Not a full Odin, so that's nice. The speeds are weird. He probably should have Tyrannus go before that. Give him Glance. Give him Glance. And then I think we're okay here. Get that immunity up, and then we can just focus the Odin with Seirra's bombs. Attack break, very nice. Let's go ahead and detonate, because we're gonna refresh the Seirra for the next round, and getting a stun on that Odin would be nice. Oh, we didn't even stun him, we just took him out. Sweet. Might as well stun. Yep. That was my thought there. We'll just Fran pick her back up, and the turn order works out that it'll be fine. Revive on Odin. Yep. Which we can probably take off. Well, we have a chance to take off with the Molly, right? Okay, we'll refresh the Seirra and then pick her up with Fran. What do we want here? Let's go ahead and cool down the Tyrannus. We could pick her up with Molly. Let's do that. I like that better. That leaves Fran's heal. That leaves Fran's heal for us. We're going to try to attack break this. And then, how do we want to do this? We'll just set it right there. Let's go ahead and detonate. Might give us an Odin problem. But the Tyrannus is reset, so... Oh, it didn't die. Cool. We want it to not be dead. For this turn. We want it dead next time. Oh, he's picking up stuff. And he's still got immunity, which is sad. What you think? Okay. I don't think we want him dead just yet. We don't want him at 5 stacks if we can help it, right? Let's see if we can't remove. Immunity would be amazing. Nope. Let's see. We're leaving that Tyrannus up. Right? Yeah, I think we got to. We're just going to have to deal with the damage that's going to come with it. And this turn is great because it gives us all the options. Nice. Now just don't die. Alright, good job so far. Don't die. Tyrannus, be nice. Oh, wrong target. I think he should have gone for Seirra. Maybe this time. There he goes. Oh, he died. Sadness. Alright, so we're probably out of luck here. He was reset, that's why he didn't do skill 2. He was going for the stun. That was probably smart. Might have a chance, but it needs to happen like pretty quick here. And we need like damage off of Ganny, skill 3, stuff like that. This is gonna hurt. Yup. Alright, we're done. So, should we ban the Odin? Probably. Especially with how that game played out. But that guy was pretty high above us. And I think we played it about as well as we could have. We might have been a little damage light. That Molly last pick probably could have been something else. We're getting Vigored quite a bit, which is a bummer because we have a good Vigor built. So I'm thinking maybe we want to move Vigor up the pick order above Fran as our first healer. Well, that's not fun. So let's go ahead and do it like that. And let's get the Seirra in there. Interesting. Works really well with the Yanhong. Okay. So we can definitely bring control. Probably want to bring a Rika also, but I like a Rika last pick more. Trying to decide what our best bet here is. He's banning the Seirra, right? Let's go and bring the Rika now. Let's force him into immunity, see what he does. Does not go immunity with one of his picks. He's banking on the turn 1. Oh, okay. Interesting. He's all turn 1. All turn 1 all the time. Man, it'd be so nice to have like a cutter, like a light sniper or something. So we've got one healer. I think Fran makes sense. Molly's not terrible here. Let's go Fran. And I think we got to ban the Masha. Because he's got the boosts and stuff like that, and we just got to endure this Miho, which may or may not happen. Just the way he picked that worries me quite a bit. Like, the way he had the confidence in his turn 1 might mean that we're quite outruined. But we'll see. Because he didn't care about the Hathor or the Rika, which, like, they don't work well together, that's true, but, like, those should be concerning. Okay, that speed's not terrible. That's a weird buff. Oh, he's autoing. And you'll notice the Guardian wings yet again. So we're going to try to full sleep like this. Oh, he's got the Guardian skin on his Bastet, which is really sad. That means that's a recent account that has hit Guardian. Because that was the reward, like, I don't know, a season ago, 2 seasons ago. Huh. Got our pick here. I guess we'll go in on this thing. Wow. I so wish I could do my other skills, but I can't yet. Yeah, we'll definitely heal. See if we can't put her to sleep. Nice. What do we think? I think we'll let him sleep. I'm okay letting him sleep. Let's let him sleep. We'll do Rika things here in a bit. We got time on our side. Ah, that was a misplay. I should have clicked on the Bastet. Put it here. So this guy's been Guardian for a long time. He's got the Bastet skin and the Vanessa skin. All right, we're going to put it here and hope that we can get a kill from it. Let's cycle, as we should, on the Bastet. Oh, those defense breaks. All right, that's one. If we can just get the kill off the Miho, we can win. But it's dicey, because he's going to do so much damage from everything. Nice. Now we put all our efforts into Miho, because we need that thing dead. Ooh, do we do a second bomb? I think we even do a second bomb. Like, it's that important. Oh, we missed it. So he's going to get probably a heal from the Yanhong. Oh, it's dead. Excellent. All right, then all we got to do is kill his Yanhong, and we're good. But yeah, the counts with, like, Guardian Wings and stuff like that, like, everything does a ton of damage because it's all maxed out and grinded and just scary, right? Like, we could still lose, which is insane. Hopefully we won't. But, like, you can see how much damage just the skill 1 from Bastet does. That's as a result of towers and... Oh, man, that's gonna kill, right? It just kills. It's the result of towers and everything. All the things that give you the edge in most situations. All right, so unfortunately we got to go on the Yanhong. He's used most of his skills, so maybe we'll have a shot here. Yes, thank you for dying. Appreciate that. Not worth sleeping, because I'll wake her up. That is a little bit scary, but it's okay. And we're letting the bomb sit, right? We're cycling, right? We're trying to get ahead on turns. This time we will sleep, because it'll steal a turn from him. Missed it. So those are those artifacts we need to grind out. And we won against a Guardian account, which it was on auto mode, of course, right? So that's not like anything to write home about, but I don't even know why he's autoing. Like, what's the point? Is he just trying to auto up to like C1 and then play for real? Like, there's nothing worth having from the shop that is worth the hours it takes to auto this stuff. I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. Fran, first pick. All right, so Hathor, what do we think? Let's leave off the Hathor because he's already picked one immunity. Not that Seirra's much better, but Seirra's better. It's the last game. Let's get Wdjat in there. I want to see Wdjat at work. I kind of want to see Wdjat Fermion. Maybe. Okay, let's play one more, because I don't know why he left, but that was not a match. That was not actually being a part of the game. So how have we done so far? Besides the quit, I think we're 2-2, which is pretty good. See if he takes our Vigor. I think, okay, cool. I think Vigor has moved up over Fran for me for this account. Like, I think it makes more sense. All right. So I will put a Hathor into that. Maybe a Verd's coming too. Wdjat's kind of like Verd though, so maybe I should use Wdjat as I would use Verd. And it pushes the Hathor up really nice into like the 280 range, which is pretty good. Yep. That's a problem. I wish I had a good strip here. But what does Wdjat do here? Not a lot. But I want to use him, so we're going to use him. I want to use these two. I ruined them. I want to see him in play. That's fine. Alright, so I got to ban some version of the way they're going to destroy me, right? I'd love to ban the Fran and get away with it. I just don't know if I can. I think that's our best play here. If he bans the Hathor, we're still in pretty good shape with defense breaks and stuff. So let's give that a try. He did not. I guess the Wdjat is a turn 1 kind of unit, and he thinks he's going to get turn 1 with the Bastet, which he might. But he has no speed lead. So we will see. Really, I mean, obviously, when any Hathor game, you just get Hathor online and you're good. Let's see what kind of opponent we're dealing with here. He didn't quit, so that's a positive. All right, I see Conch Wings, and so that speed is over 280-ish. He's going to use skill 2 on the light Gianna to take our will. We're still in an okay shape here, because the Hathor is going to move. Oh, he does the full immunity thing. I guess we can do skill 3 with no issues. That should be okay. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. That was not intelligent. But that's okay. We don't care about that. Let's see if we can take all this stuff off the Tyrannus. Oh yeah, look at all that stuff. Get it all gone. We'll heal up. And because of his misplay, we're sitting pretty. And Molong's already done his thing. The only reason we're attacking Molong is because it gives us a better chance to cycle turns because it's water. Nice little taunt. Let's see if we can't strip. We want the heal. We want all the taunts. And we just need that immunity to cleanse, and then we're putting everybody to sleep. Nice choice by him. Let's go ahead and put everybody to sleep now. Let's take the bar off Molong. Missed it off of 1, which is a little bit sad, but it's fine. He should do skill 2. Yep. Does not appear to be on despair. Let's go ahead and drop that there for you, and we'll cycle on the Bastet, because it gives us 15% more crit. So we're at 65, so it puts our crit at 80%, which is really nice for cycling reasons. And then we're going to move on to here. Nice defense break. Revenge, okay. Can we taunt? Apparently not. Yep, that's a good call by him. Now he's going to cycle. Yep. It's a nice cycle target for him, because he's light. That thing's going to blow up something fierce. Hang in there. What do we think? Yeah, we'll still cycle on Bastet. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if we can't taunt here. That would be nice. Missed it. I'm going to guarantee that that thing blows up. He's probably going to catch a res here, which is a little bit sad. Depends on where our Seirra goes. Oh, yeah, he cuts in front. Takes the stun, though, which is nice. I think I want to do it like this. And we will detonate this time. We're just looking for a stun. Yep. Heal it up. And if we could taunt, that would be nice. But he's just probably going to die. Yep. I want to get another bomb on that guy ASAP. I don't care about the defense break. Or the attack break. Maybe I should, though. That would bring his damage down. Good choice by him. We're going to cycle here. There it is. That's what we're talking about. Procking into the bomb. We might lose a unit here. Is this worth it? No, the Tyrannus is already dead, so we need to move on to something else. Oh, if we could put it to sleep, we could survive. Let's try that. Yep, that keeps us alive. And then we're just going to focus here. We're just trying to delay that res and get a kill. That's a perfect proc for us because it procs into death and it brings his proc chance lower compared to us. So things are going well. And this guy's Conch Wings, so this is another quality win here. That's a dead Molong, so we're good. Let's just switch. Oh, missed it. We were going to detonate there if we had it, but look at that. Clean win. Everybody's alive. Cool. I really liked the Fermion there quite a bit. I don't know that the Wdjat would have helped us. Him taking the Wdjat out was probably really handy. He was just worried about losing turn 1 off that Wdjat, which he might have. I don't know how his speeds were. But he had no speed lead, right? So the Wdjat might have given me the full turn 1. All right, cool. So that was 5 matches. I think we went 3-2 with 1 quit. Ended up a little bit higher. So that is the build for this account. Fat Stacks, hope you enjoy it. Good luck with playing it and with your grind coming up to improve things. Again, if anybody's interested in this sort of thing, shout me on Discord and we'll talk about it. And thanks everybody for watching and supporting the channel. Catch you guys next time.